Hello, everybody. My thing is loading. There we go. Welcome to today's live stream of D&D Episode 4. I am thrilled to have you all here. Thank you also to the 7 likes that are already on this post. I appreciate you. It helps us compete with the YouTube's algorithm. My dog, Lily, also says thank you. You will see her paper towel holder. It's like the inside of the paper towel after you use it all. It's her new favorite toy. So if you see her carrying it around back there, just know that's her toy. She's a good girl. That's a good toy for a good girl. So she's got it back there. Just a point of order. I feel like I've been saying that word a lot today, but this is my first time on stream, so it's new to you guys. Jonathan, who plays Harrison, has got a new job, and as those of you who have gotten new jobs, especially in some situations, you know that with the new jobs, you don't get to pick your hours, and sadly, the hours fell on Tuesdays, so he will no longer be continuing on the stream. I'm sure you guys will all join me in wishing him all the best with his new job. We will have a new player that comes in to fill his shoes, as it were, but that's not the proper analogy because they're two different people, and we can appreciate Harrison while also appreciating our new character played by Mikee. So just so you know, that's what has happened. I'm sure you guys will all wish him luck. If you have not, is this the side? This is the side. I'm all blurry today, but that's okay. If you have not become a member, you can become a member of the channel, get access to all these emojis. We're working on new things. Something I would like to introduce in the near future is maybe a behind the scenes kind of after credit show where some of us stay around for the next 30 minutes as a members only little live stream that you guys would have access to. If that's something you're interested in, just let us know. If you haven't joined the Discord, !Discord in the chat should hopefully work. Streamlabs seems to be working in chat today, so we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's go annoy the other players. Hello! We're live. They can hear you. Just hold on. Let's go.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, woo! Welcome! All right, Jess, do you want to catch us up on the recap and lead us into today's episode?
Absolutely. Everybody else, please feel free to jump in if there's something that you want to make sure to highlight. So last time on Role Already, the group was out of the tower and with an escapee, one creature that came out with them that had begged to be let out of the tower, to be brought with them. And very soon after this happened, the escapee started to change and shift and turned into a horrifying fungal creature. And then everybody rolled initiative, and then they defeated this fungal creature, and it disintegrated into a thing that let off a dust or spores or something that got all over everybody and made everybody sick. So they went to the astrologer's office, and they discovered that they have a disease that's known as astral rot, and it affects both their body and their soul. And so everybody got a persistent -1 to one of their stats, con, dex, whiz, etc. And it was randomized. They followed the astrologer down into her basement, where she had, all of the astrologer's things and a couple of bookshelves. There was a book, a very large book with a cover made of tattooed, potentially human skin. In that book, they found what might be a clue as to how to get rid of this disease, this astral rot. They were very lucky on their dice rolls and convinced the astrologer to let them bring the book with them, so they still have the book. And so the book entreated them to go east, young people, and find a cure in the green fields. So they, with Loretta at the lead, they were led out of town on their way on their next adventure while feeling like crap. Is there anything else that anybody wanted to add?
I'd like to re-roll. I don't want my con to be hurt.
Too late now, buddy. Your con is your con. There are no fudged rolls in this game. This is sudden death. This is. By the way, speaking of sudden death, I had 5th row seats to the Canucks Game 5 playoffs game tonight, and I gave them away to come and be here with all of you, and I'm very happy with my decision. Yeah. So go Canucks. I'm in Vancouver. That's my team. But I am not watching them because I would rather be with my buddies playing a game on the internet. So yeah.
Huge mistake.
No. I don't know, maybe I'll give away a pair of Canucks tickets to anybody in Vancouver if there's like I don't know, could that be a giveaway?
We could.
If anybody's
talking about hiding a little face of Sid around the screen or on the battle map, and anybody who likes it, the first comment or the first live viewer who spots it and says, "I see Sid at this spot," gets a prize.
That's amazing.
Ooh, I like that idea. Wow. Well, that's I mean, we could do that for Connect tickets. I don't know, but yeah. So I actually so just so y'all know, I don't look at chat during the game because I have to do my DMing. But
yes, you've said that in the past. So let's jump in.
Yes, but hey, chat. Let me know if you're in Vancouver and potentially anyway. But we also do have one more thing to do with the giveaway. We do a giveaway every stream. Or I guess, did you do the giveaway stuff in the intro, Rachel?
It's in the intro, yeah, and it's I think on screen as well and in the chat. So
okay, well then we already know about the giveaway. Okay, so now we are. So y'all have. Everybody has just left town, and Loretta is waving goodbye to you. Not too sad to see y'all go. And you're on the road, and you're walking, and you're not feeling super great. And Harrison is feeling especially poorly. In fact, Harrison collapses in front of all of you. He's much smaller than you. He has seemed, since you got sick, he seemed to be fading, like, much more quickly than anybody else. Maybe it's the rabbit metabolism, maybe it's his small size, maybe it's just who he is, maybe it's just fated in his stars. But within about 45 minutes, he has collapsed. And you check his body, and there are no signs of life.
Oh, baby boy.
My baby boy! My baby boy! Oh no!
Knowing I'm out of lay on hands, I look at Castien. Can you do something?
What am I supposed to do?
Help me. I rush to his side.
Buddy! As Castien runs towards him.
You see Harrison's nose give one little tiny twitch, and then he is still.
Oh, dearie.
Yep.
I do the only thing I can. I do healing hands, which is only 4 hit points, but
it doesn't do anything. It's almost as if both his body and soul have. It's almost as if they've shifted somehow. They've phase shifted. They're still here, but it's almost as if the substance of them has changed, has transmuted into something that is not reachable by any method that you can think of.
Buddy? Bunny? Oh, buddy bunny? Fuck.
I look desperately at everyone around. Anybody, can you help?
I don't think there's anything we can do, dearie. I think he's gone.
Well, we can't just leave him here. We need to take him back somewhere. We gotta take him back to his home? Maybe we can put him on the boat and send him to his homeland, or you can't just leave him here, obviously.
Does anyone know where his homeland is? We just gotta say to Buddy land and then tie it to his toe and send him off?
I don't know, but maybe we can't leave him here. I mean, we need to bury him or something at least. And Damian's gonna pick him up.
As you pick him up, Damian, you hear a squawk. It's like it's not quite like a crow's caw. It's sort of sharp and and it's clearly a bird of prey.
It's Big Hawk.
And a shadow comes over you as an enormous hawk snatches Harrison's body from your grasp and flies away.
I told you Big Hawk was dangerous! Nobody listened to me!
Oh my god, just like I saw in the dream. It wasn't his dad that I saw, it was him!
It's full circle.
A circle of life, etc.
Oh.
It's kind of just nature, unfortunately. He's...
Our friend dies and it's nature?
No.
Yes.
This malady that we have been afflicted with, Bulwark, is not nature at all.
Oh, and it's a bit concerning that it happened so quickly. Right?
Do you guys think if the hawk eats him, he's gonna die too, or...
You're thinking about the hawk's health. I'm worried about our health. I'm here with Granny on if our friend can just drop dead within 24 hours. I don't know who's the second.
I'm with you.
5'6".
Castien has a point.
Yes, who's the shortest? Thank you for backing this up, Vrithelion. Who else is short here?
I think Granny is the next shortest.
Yeah, the three of us are pretty huge.
I'm 6'5", so I feel like I'm okay.
I do like the fact that
now that the virus goes by height.
It's a malady that starts from the feet up.
Yeah.
Castien's point is quite sound, not necessarily about the height, but the fact that what we have is very real and is very fatal. We need to take the steps required to try and cure this. Let us find some place safe. We need to discuss, especially what Castien and I read out of the book.
You do remember
I think there might be stuff up there, by the way, that we can keep walking to. I think I see something in the distance that we can get to.
You do indeed. This is the. If you keep walking, you'll find the little house that Loretta told you was right at the edge of town that she gave you permission to use. She said it wasn't much, but it's something, and it's hers, and you're welcome to bunk down there. So
I think it's a good idea.
All right. So then you walk another, half hour down the road, and you find a small cabin. It's just on the roadside. Its green paint has long since started to flake off. It looks extremely ramshackle. It is probably not somewhere you would stay unless you absolutely had no other choice, but it seems to have a roof. It seems to have at least 3 walls. The fourth one, but there does seem to be an extant roof. And the shingles seem reasonably solid, even though some of them are falling off. And it looks like it probably won't collapse on you tonight, specifically.
Okay.
Good.
So.
That's...
I feel like in the distance we definitely see that hawk still. Like it's definitely like Harrison is just in the area still. Like that
It's
hawk
just,
is
like,
not
winging.
far at all. Yeah.
Just on its way into the distance. This beautiful, slowly decreasing in size as it approaches the horizon. This hawk with little Harrison sort of grasped in its claws as if Harrison was one of Castien's favorite shoes.
I
Oh,
lost a shoe.
So-
I lost a friend. I'm losing everything to this big hawk.
Here, have this.
Beware,
I'm gonna
big
pull out
hawk.
my alchemy jug and pour you a big cup of beer, big mug of ale. So I can
I
make
will
4
chug
gallons of that today.
I
Ooh.
will
Oh my
chug
God.
all 4 gallons.
Oh,
That's
Let me get one.
whoa.
Who's
I'm gonna
getting
give everybody
drunk
a-
in the abandoned house? Let's go.
It's been a bit of a rough day.
Raise
We're all
the roof,
slightly
because otherwise it'll collapse. Woo!
It's been a rough day. We're all slightly dying, so a little alcohol might help all of you.
all right.
Everybody, a glass. There you go. Go crazy.
All right.
I'll
So
start setting up some sort of camp, at least in here, or some sort of area of comfort with what's available.
Yeah, I'll join Vrithelion in that as well. Like lighting, like little, like building like a little fire inside of the house and using like thaumaturgy to like light it up and make it more comfortable for us all.
So there is actually. You seem not to have been the first people to use this house as a bit of a campsite. There is actually a fire pit, like in the house. The floor is like part of the floor is wood, but part of the floor is just dirt. And so there's a pile of stones that obviously has been used as a fire pit in the middle. There's charred wood and charred, other things. You think you might see a few bits of bone in there. And the rest of the house is just full of sort of random debris. There's a couple of, collapsed bookshelves in one corner. There's an area that looks like it might at one point have been a kitchen. There's like an old there's an old iron pot on the floor, but it's rusted and looks pretty gross. And then and some of the trees on the outside of the house have started sort of growing through the walls, so there's like a nice little carpet of vegetation in one corner. But there is a fire pit, so yeah, and again the roof doesn't look like it's going to collapse on an immediate basis. So yeah, all right, so you make a fire, and you start to try to bunk down. Would you like to take a long rest, because y'all have no more spell slots, most of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to also go up to Vrithelion. Vrithelion, could I borrow your weapon tonight? I have something I want to try with it to make it a little stronger, maybe.
All right. Make sure you stay within 30 feet of us.
Can do.
Yeah, I have. So it's a long sword of warning. It's what I carry. And just so everyone knows, when you and any of your companions, when you have it, you and any of your companions within 30 feet cannot be surprised.
Ooh.
Oh. That's interesting.
And also, it will awaken you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins. It's pretty cool. So I hand it to you.
Well, if it's magical, I'm going to hand it right back and say, never mind, this won't work.
I can do this, and I hand you my hand axe.
Oh, this will work. This is going to be great. I'm really excited to do some
Just
work.
says thank you, but no thank you at the same time.
It's like, here you go.
And I'll just sort of like by the fire set up like a makeshift sort of like smithy. And just while we're kind of long resting, I have Blessing of the Forge, which at the end of a long rest, I can turn a non-magical weapon into a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Ooh.
That is
Wow.
excellent.
Just for a long rest though, just for tomorrow. Just
We
make it
love
a little
that.
stronger.
So it's like it's temporarily a magic item.
Yep, temporarily like a +1 hand axe.
That's very cool. I like that. I like that ability. Okay, so I figured you can have like a long rest, and then you might want to have a conversation with each other because there's a lot that's happened just in the last little while, and it's now kind of because it was sort of mid-morning. If you take a long rest, you're now kind of getting into like dusk. It's now sort of late in the day, and the sun is going down, and maybe you're all around your campfire.
All right.
I look at Bulwark tinkering. Are you good to watch while you do that?
I'm also sick in real life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bulwark just coughs out smoke. Okay, I get it. Yes.
Actually, when I gave everybody astral rot, it actually gave it to them in real life. So like everybody now has to like roll a d6 every day, and then like eventually y'all are gonna die. Sorry.
Well,
Great. Well, Bulwark's gonna watch. Then I feel comfortable going to sleep.
And I also don't sleep, so I will just stay up and watch. Yeah, I just stay up and watch all night as well.
Castien doesn't sleep either?
I meditate for 4 hours.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. I forgot you do
The old
who put the
reverie.
shabop and shabop.
That's right. Who put the bop and shabop?
Yep.
Shabop. Have you figured
Damian's
it out
gonna
yet?
trust.
It's Big Hawk. Big Hawk. Bop and shabop. So now I have to find a new question.
All right. So Damian
So
is
now
gonna.
I meditate on what question is the new question. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, no fair. So
Yeah,
you're-
Damian's definitely gonna. Yeah, he's gonna trust that his friends are going to protect him, and everything will be okay. So he's gonna curl up next to Vrithelion and go to sleep then.
Okay. Y'all have some weird dreams. All of you have some very, very strange dreams. Bulwark,
Hello.
you dream of ice. You dream of a place where there is no heat, no light, no fire, where everything is cold, everything is dark. It almost feels like the anathema of you, of who you are. It's a place without life, without comfort. And you dream of yourself on the very edge of this place, with the fire inside of you, with your face, with your sort of your furnace door like open. And you dream that this is a place that doesn't yet exist, but it could. You are at the very edge, and this place extends to the horizon. It extends farther than you can see, farther almost than you can imagine. Just a desolate, icy waste of cold and nothing. But there you are, with your fire, with your life, with your warmth. And it feels as if you are pushing away the ice. And in the sky, there are some stars. Not as many as you would expect in the sky you're used to. But there are some stars. And those stars call to the fire in you. Those stars seem to see you as kin. And it's like they're beseeching you. Please be bright. Please live. And then you wake up. And you're warm. And your fire is within you. And there's a fire without. And you have people around you whom you trust. And whom you've started to care about. Vrithelion. You dream of nothingness. You dream of a vast space where there is nothing, where there are no names, where there are no relationships, where everything is gone. You dream of a place where you will never find what you're looking for, and of a place where nobody is there to love. In fact, it feels almost like a place where there never was anybody or anything. It's a vast gulf in reality. But you are there, and you're not in it. You, like Bulwark, are standing on the edge. And in the sky there are stars, and there aren't as many as you would expect, but they are there, and they are fierce, and they call to you. And they know the truth. They know that this place doesn't exist yet. They know that this is a possible future. But there is no place this desolate. There is no place this terrible. And that you can stop it from happening. Granny, you dream of your sisters. You dream that you are all together as children, and then as adolescents, and then as adults. You dream of happiness and love and wonder with them, even though you're not asleep. And that's what's strange, is that you didn't think that you could dream. And it's not really a dream per se. You can still perceive everything. You still know that this is in your mind, but it is so vivid. It is so vivid, it's as if it were real. And in the sky above you and your sisters, you see the stars. And you know that your sisters are not there. You know that they can't possibly be there. But they have something to tell you. They need you to understand something about what is happening to you. What has been happening to you since they disappeared and what is happening to you now. But you can't understand what they're saying. They're trying desperately to speak to you, but you can't understand them. And then in a poof, the dream, as it were, is gone. Damian, you dream again of a boat. But this boat, you love boats, man. You just love boats. But
this guy's never gonna get his wish.
He's never gonna get his wish. Well, I don't know, maybe he will. It depends what you do. But Damian, you dream of a boat, but it is not a boat in the ocean. It is a boat in a sea of stars. It's the stars extend for miles and miles. The stars extend as far as you can see. And there are stars in the sky. They're not the same stars. The stars in the water that the boat is going through, they seem sick in some way. They seem off. They seem like an illusion, a mirage. It is clear to you that you are on the edge of something. You are floating above something in your trusty boat. But this sea of stars is not where you want to be. This sea of stars is not what it seems. If you were to try to get out and swim, it would not go well, you know. And the stars above are telling you this. The stars in the sky, which are not as many as you would expect, but there are still some, those stars are calling to you. They are saying, do not believe the lies. Do not believe the doubles. Do not believe when somebody tells you to trust them. Do not believe the false stars. And you wake up. And you're warm, and there's a fire, and the roof hasn't collapsed yet. And Castien.
Oh no.
Castien.
I don't like being last.
I'm sorry. You're always last. I'm sorry. I just keep
has
making you last.
danger vibes written all over it. Go on.
Castien, you dream of your old school in your village, where you didn't want to be, where you tried so hard to learn what they wanted to teach you, and you just couldn't do it the way they wanted you to. You dream that you're there, but you're not in it. You're at the edge of it. And it's night, and all of your old teachers are there. All of your old classmates are there. But they're somehow shifted. They're somehow not quite there. It's as if you are on a different plane or in a different space. As if you're above them, almost. As if you're beyond them. You see the stars. There aren't as many as you think there should be, but there are plenty of stars. And the stars call to you. And the stars tell you that this is done. That this was never your place. They tell you to forget all that you learned. Because
these are some bossy ass stars.
They really are. They're telling you, you get to decide whether you forget and whether you forget everything you learned. But they're telling you that this place is not for you. That you are beyond it now. And that if you wish to survive, you must leave it behind. And you wake up. Of course, you were meditating, not sleeping. But like Granny, you had a vision almost like a dream. And maybe that helped you come up with the next question. Now that you figured out who put the bop in the bop shabop shabop, and you figured out who wore short shorts. But that is your vision. You all have your visions, and now you're all awake. And I would like each of you, again, please to roll me a d6.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
That would be a
You don't want to.
3. What's my damage? Yeah,
Nice.
Suck it, Damian. One underneath me.
2, bro. 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vrithelion with the 1!
Yay!
Oh, Granny's team 2. You guys
Nice.
are twinsies.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. All right. So everybody tell me what you got. All right. Who got a 1?
I did.
All right. Bulwark and Vrithelion.
It's crazy. 1
Right.
means you're cured.
Yeah. Right. It's a good
We're
one.
going with golf. It's a better lower score.
Yeah.
See ya,
Yeah.
suckers. Bulwark and I are leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Good luck with death.
Yeah. Have fun storming the castle.
Have fun storming the tower. Anyway. All right. So who got a 2?
Granny did.
Granny.
I got a 2 as well.
All right. Granny and Damian. Who got a 3?
Me.
Castien. And so nobody got a 4, 5, or a 6.
Mm.
All right.
Nope.
So, Bulwark and Vrithelion, you have a persistent -1 to any perception check.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Hey, better than a con hit.
Yes.
This is my
consider-
second hit.
I consider this a win.
This is my second perception.
Fair. I'm sorry. You're just super imperceptive now. Granny and Damian, you have a persistent -1 to persuasion.
Oh my God. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I determined these in advance, guys. This is not me just thinking, well, you guys.
That's bullshit.
The dice taketh away. And Castien, you have a persistent -1 to acrobatics.
Oh no!
Her morning acrobatics routine. No.
Oh no!
There had to be some that were like not as
My
bad.
running away will be so stuck.
Yeah. Wow, must suck.
The others were going to be number 4 was going to be deception, 5 was going to be arcana, and 6 was going to be history. But none of you rolled those, so none of you got those. All right, so okay, so now you know what the effects after your long rest of this astral rot are. You should probably figure out how to deal with this pretty soon.
I'd like to go back to sleep if we can, and not have that happen.
I mean, do you want more -1s? That's how you get -1s.
No.
I'd like to never sleep again.
We're all awake now, Jess. Is that true?
Yes, you're all awake.
All right. Well, everyone, how are we all feeling today? I know it's been a lot, and over the past few days, and losing Harrison yesterday was quite traumatic. And how is everyone doing?
I feel like I can't persuade as well as I used to. I'm just kidding.
We have lost one of our own.
Yeah. Not good, Granny. Honestly.
I have a
It's-
friend.
Yeah.
Now I don't have a friend.
It was one of the 11 people that I knew.
Now you're down to 9, and I'm down to... I don't even know!
Oh no.
At
Well-
least 6!
Well, I
Yeah?
think we. Yeah. I
Counting
do
the
think.
butterfly I made friends with along the way. I'm counting.
I think you
butterfly,
should.
At least 7.
Yeah.
Stacy was nice.
Was that its name?
Yeah. I forget you were
Do you
there for
still-
Stacy. It's okay.
Yeah. Do you still have Stacy?
No, I don't keep my friends in a bottle or something. Are you in a bottle? You're my friend, right?
Yeah, of course I'm your
Okay,
friend.
Am I keeping you?
Well, I mean, it's a little different than a butterfly, right?
How?
Well, I mean, I'm a person, and that's a butterfly. You can keep a pet, like, in a different place than you keep your friends, right?
How come I have to keep my pets a different place than I keep my friends? Why can't my pets also be friends? Why can't everything be friend? If
You know what?
If not friend,
You're
what
right.
friend shape?
Fair.
Did everybody have a restless sleep?
Well, I don't sleep, but I did dream for the first time since I can remember.
Granny, when we were in the tavern, did you? I do not remember. Did you dream of the stars?
No, I didn't dream, but I did have a conversation. But it seems that... Did you dream of stars again? Because I certainly did last night.
I did. I'm wondering if this is some sort of effect of this malady that we have been plagued with.
Oh dear. Oh,
Well, it appears that it is accelerating. I've woken up feeling less than when I went to sleep. Is that the same for all?
Yeah.
Oh, Mikey, can you turn your camera on and just cover it? Thank you. Sorry, it changes the whole order.
oh. Well, I do need. Yes, I do think we need to find out how to cure this. I mean, if what happened to Harrison is going to happen to us, it just seems like every day we might get worse and worse.
Every day we might die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is a reality, Castien. So we need to. We have been thrust together here. For good or ill, we are together in this. We should discuss next steps. As you all know, Castien and I were the only ones who were able to read the book. Do you...
What did it say again?
But you guys still have the book, you know.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, wait.
You can just like pull it up for reference. Like
Bulwark, you have it.
Read the song.
I don't think I have it.
Read the sonnet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, is it like one of those like magic, like you have to like look, you have to like cross your eyes and look through it to see it? Is that how this works?
Yeah.
Magic eye book?
Yeah.
Angle.
Yeah. The sonnet looks like a space shuttle. It's amazing.
Do you guys have this on it, or would you like me to find it?
If it's pinned, I can pull it up on the Discord, but if you got it, might be quicker.
I have it. I can just read it.
Okay, go.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That would, yes.
Okay. Go not between the clouds that grace the sky with peaks of cotton white and slopes of gray. Go not between the trees that snarl and bite, nor west into the dying of the day. The east is where the fields are green and bright, where balm for souls is found in straw and hay. The east is where, upon the fall of night, the graves of stars their sea-bound lights betray. The fields of green will heal this bitter blight, but your true healing lies in starry graves.
Graves
Ooh.
part hits a little different this time.
Yeah. Certainly.
I know we do not know much about each other. I feel that is about to change. I have traveled far and wide. I do not know why, but this sounds like the Sea of Fallen Stars, which is quite a distance to the east.
All right. Well, we best make haste then.
If anyone else has gleaned anything from the sonnet, please make your voice heard. Castien, did anything strike you? You and I were the only ones who could glean the words.
No, it didn't hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I just nod.
Was it supposed to?
Yes, you do not deal in metaphors, I see.
Oh, do you know how long it would take us, Vrithelion, to get there, if that is truthfully where we're supposed to be headed?
I think geographically, I mean, we're talking
A long time.
months.
Months.
At a good clip. Yeah, I mean, and that is if we are to walk. I mean, obviously, if we are to procure horses or other such means of travel, it would be.
You know.
I think we're going in.
Oh yeah, damn it! I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry, guys. I just really want you guys to ride my boat. You know.
Most of the rivers here flow backwards, back the way we don't want to go.
Well, all right
Fair.
then. Okay.
We must find a way. In the meantime, we must find a way to help stave off these effects, because I fear that by the time we get to the Sea of Fallen Stars, we may have all befallen Harrison's fate.
I don't like that.
Not at all. All right.
Well, let's get out of here then and start heading that way then, shall we?
Sounds good, Damian.
Are we ready for such a journey?
I don't think we have much time to dilly-dally. I think we have to get going. Castien, are you ready?
Yes.
It looks like we're
Damian.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Granny. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it looks like we're gonna be on a long adventure together to find a cure so that we don't rot. What a time!
Forced friendships. This is awesome.
I'm gonna go for a high five.
Leave me, yeah!
Hell yeah. We're doing it.
Trauma bond! Woo!
Trauma bond. Oh my gosh. I mean, technically, you don't have to like each other. You can like hate each other and also just travel together because
You're
you're
all
all
my
sick.
very best friends.
Yeah.
Agreed. I would die for any of you.
I have no quarrel.
You
with
might die
anybody,
anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Nicest
so it might as well.
I know this. I will do everything in my power to make sure that we all make it to destination.
I have
have
no
lost-
powers, but I'm here.
I've lost one already, and for that I am sorry. But the rest of us... Yeah, you just see conviction in his face.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Well, shall we? And also, I forgot I do have that extra book holster to put the book back in. So
The extra large.
yes, thank you, Chad.
The book holster.
Oh,
Alright,
it was Granny, not
Yeah.
Bulwark. I thought Bulwark had the extra book holster for some reason. I am so dumb. I was like,
All right. So, if you're all ready to head out, then you can head out down the road. We can just ease on down the road, and see what y'all see. Because there's, the road only goes one way.
Well, technically,
Here.
Do we see the roof? Oh yeah.
Just
Sorry,
walk
Castien, what?
backwards, and then it goes the other way.
That is true, but then you're going back to town, and
But then it does go
Then-
both ways.
okay, so I guess in the same way as like an escalator goes both ways.
Oh,
We need a sign. We need a sign that just says, "Don't listen to Castien."
Yeah.
Point at it.
As she said,
Don't listen to
Yeah,
Castien, and
yeah.
Flashes.
as Castien's explaining that to us, we just see the roof fucking collapse. Like, oh, okay, we're not going that way anymore then.
Okay,
will
the
make
roof collapses.
I will clean up
Oh
this
my
room
God.
and make sure. Well, other than the collapsed roof, what can be used is usable for the next people that come.
Okay. All right, are you going to do that
That's nice
before
of
the
you.
roof collapses? You're going to just
Yeah.
like clean. I love that you're going to tidy up. I love that.
I am.
Like, are you going
I'm
to sing the
tidying
tidy
up.
up song? The
No,
tidy up, tidy
no. Due to a standing
Damian
court order,
whips-
I can't sing anymore. So yeah, no. I just clean. I make sure the fire's out. I make sure everything is sort of in its, for the next travelers that come.
That is
Bulwark is-
very considerate of you, Vrithelion.
I'm going to imbue a tiny non-magic object. I'm going to pick up a rock. And I'm going to imbue it with magic, so it just says, "Don't listen to Castien." And I'm going to give it to Vrithelion. I'm going to say, "This is for you. I know you're asking for a sign, but this is like a button. If you push the top of it, it'll say that for you." And I push the top, and it says, "Don't listen to Castien."
I will get that as a soundbite, and I will make it on my stream deck to play every time.
Don't listen to
You're
Castien.
recording every time.
Oh,
I just nod. I nod at you. I nod at the rock, and I put it in my pocket.
It clicks as you go in there. Don't listen to Castien.
I love it. So how is that for group dynamics? How is that for like group cohesion? Like everybody bullying one member of the group. How do you all feel about
Great.
this?
Love it. I'm having a blast.
She
Because I
cries.
have it doesn't mean I'll use it.
Friend just died in front of me. Everybody's bullying. It's just like home.
Oh, it's comfort. It's comforting.
I also love that you cleaned up everything, and as we're walking the way, the roof just fucking collapses.
collapses. All right.
I love it. All right, so you're walking down the road, and before too long, actually, the road sort of turns. It seems to be kind of turning south-ish, and you can see because now it's morning. It's gray. The clouds are kind of are columnar and gray, and it looks like it's threatening rain, but there's no rain at this time. And the clouds are hanging low over the mountain, because in the far distance you can see just sort of the you can see the beginnings of the shapes of some mountains. And closer in, you can see the foothills. On your left, like to your right. On your left, it's sort of green fields with spring growth. But along the foothills of the mountains, there's gathered some forest, just sort of quite dense and dark, weirdly dense and dark, little copses of forest. And you come across, after an hour or two of walking, you come across an inn and a tavern. And this inn and tavern just backs up to the to a forest. It's just along the road. And yeah, and the forest, like the rest of these little copses of forest, it seems strangely thick and dark, even given the, granted it's gray outside, but it seems darker than it should be. And there's little fireflies that are sparse, but they're quite bright. They wink like little stars, and they hover and they circle. The road is pretty good still. It extends far into the distance, past the trees, past the mountains, past the fields. But this little inn is here, and it's obviously a traveler's inn. There isn't really very much around it. And if you'd like, you see that there's light coming from the windows, and there seems to be at least a few people inside, because you can hear sounds from inside it.
Well, why don't we get some food?
Yeah, we should also see if perhaps they have provisions. Since we are going to be on quite some journey, it may behoove us to pack up as much as we can for the trip.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I did say a tavern, not a store, but maybe they'd be willing to stock you up. Who knows?
We could probably buy
all
their
the
cheese.
Soup to go, please.
Yeah.
Soup to go. Oh my god!
I have a wine skin. Can you fill this with soup?
Oh man,
I love it a lot. That's amazing. Okay, so what I'm doing. Oh, I'm gonna have to make all your little guys again. Anyway, all right.
Castien
so,
definitely walks in and is like, soup to go.
Okay.
No, Castien is oddly quiet.
Oh.
For once.
Interesting.
Enjoy it.
Interesting. That's scarier.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It is always a little worrisome when Castien is quiet. So Castien, you don't do anything in there? You just like walk in and you don't say anything?
No.
Cass?
Fascinating. Sorry, I
Yep.
replugging my.
You okay, pal? Buddy?
Thumbs up.
Guys, I don't think she's really been quiet this whole walk. I guess we've been walking for a long time. Damian whispers to his group. Like, she's not said anything this whole time.
I'm gonna do a perception check to see if I can hear this. It's a natural 20, so that's 25. Continue with the conversation.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I think I think everyone processes Lost in their own way. Yesterday was very hard. Could be some other things going on. So when Castien wants to talk again, I think she will. Although I think it's just been a very difficult time for all of us, right? This has been a lot. Our lives have been turned upside down. I think maybe give her some time and then maybe ask again, and extend another hand in a little bit.
Yeah, we should just make sure that she knows that we're here. Maybe we all can, like, give her a big hug or something, Damian puts his hand on her shoulder and does bardic inspiration on her and says, "Pal, I'm here whenever you need to talk."
Thumbs up.
Aw.
I'm going to give her another rock similar to the one I gave Vrithelion, but this one, when you push the top of it, just says "Listen to Castien."
Thank you.
That's really cute. So now, like, you have like a choice.
Mhm.
I love it.
Spam this. Definitely won't.
Yeah, both buttons
Will
are
not
definitely.
regret this choice.
Okay. So you're in the tavern. The tavern is actually fairly it's not tiny. It's actually it looks bigger on the inside than it looked on the outside. There are scattered tables. It is just one level. I mean, it's definitely a country inn, but there's a few tables. There's 2 tables that are actually occupied by patrons. There is a tiny little bartender, sort of behind the bar. Looks like a halfling, like a halfling woman who's older, is probably in her 50s or 60s human years. Has 2 gray pigtails, one on each side, and a very cheerful face. And she says, "Welcome to the Loose Goose. I named it myself. It's because there was a goose and got loose. I tell that to everybody who comes in.
Where's the goose?
Oh, it got loose.
Well, where did
That's
you
why
lose
it's
it
the
at?
Loose Goose. Well, I didn't lose it. It just got loose. That's how these things go.
Then how do you know it wasn't a free-range goose? Maybe it wasn't loose. Maybe it was exactly where it was supposed to be.
Well, very possible, but by my standards, it got loose. And
My
therefore, I made the name of the
meditation
inn.
will be, was the goose really loose?
Castien, I don't believe free-range goose would be a very good name for a tavern.
Wild
I agree. That's why I called it the Loose Goose.
Ooh, I like
See, it
wild
rhymes.
goose.
But that also doesn't rhyme. I'm not sure
I mean-
why you're coming into my tavern and deciding that you're gonna critique the name of my tavern. I called it the Loose Goose. You can make the Wild Goose down the road. But this is
Damian
my
wants
tavern.
to see if he can persuade her to change it to wild goose instead.
Oh boy.
Didn't you just lose persuasion, or did you lose something else?
He's gonna try. Okay, let him try if he can.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
Don't fail me now. Oh, it's a 12.
All right, so what are you going to say to try to persuade her to do this?
Loose goose, more like wild goose if you think about it, because the loose goose might have lost its mind, so it could be wild on the inside. Therefore, wild goose could be a loose goose, right? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the category loose goose would, in theory, include wild geese, because they're also loose. But a loose goose also might be a domestic goose that got loose, and therefore, my name of my pub has more possibility than your name, and I'm not changing it. I also just paid somebody a lot of money to make the sign.
Oh, and it looks great.
She taps the sign.
Um,
It's
It's
like a goose
neon.
running away.
Yeah. It's neon somehow as well.
Milady, the name of your establishment is fine and fair. I would like to buy drinks for everyone in the house.
Well, that's very kind of you. I appreciate it.
And I look at Damian.
He understands, and he's gonna pull out some gold.
No.
Okay.
No. I will cover it. It is fine.
I mean, I'll take it from both of you if you'd like.
I like
But-
you.
All right, so the little halfling barkeep sort of holds out her hand and says, "All right, well," and she taps the sign. "There's the prices. Whatever what kind of drinks would you like? There's beer, there's half beer, there's quarter beer, and there's double beer."
Damian's gonna look at the sign. How much does he see on there? How much is each?
The double beer is 2 gold. The beer is 1 gold. The half beer is half a gold, and the quarter beer is sold out.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course it is. Marketing here.
Don't worry, the quarter beer is now being sold at double beer price.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
just
I will
choose
ask
your
everybody, what they want, and however much it is, I will.
All right. Well, there's like the other people in the pub, their ears have perked up. There's one table where it's just one also older woman, sort of. She looks like she's also already pretty drunk and she's not really paying much attention to you. There's another table where there are two men who look like they're in sort of their mid to late 30s, and they're identical twins.
Ooh.
And they're dressed similarly, not exactly alike, because that would be kind of weird. But they...
That'd be actually really cute if they're dressed the same. Yeah. Oh, hey, Bill. Hey, Will.
And that is their names, Bill and Will. And their names are Bill and Will. They weren't going to be, but now they are. And they're, they're both sort of, 6 feet tall, kind of strapping, middle-aged-ish men, and they definitely look like they could use a beer. So they kind of raise their hands and say, "Thank you, appreciate it."
Of course,
and then they come
my
up
pleasure. Yeah.
Hey, cute outfits, gentlemen.
They both sort of look down and one of them says, "Cute, eh? Cute.
Bulwark's
Thanks."
gonna take a step away from Damian as he says all that.
And then he winks at you, Damian, just like as if he's not actually offended.
Oh.
He winks
Cute.
back.
Aw. All right, and so the bartender starts bringing all the glasses to the counter, and some of them have darker beer than others, depending on the strength of beer people chose. And I guess you pay her, and she says, "You're lucky. We got some live music in here tonight."
Oh, really?
This far
Yeah.
out, hmm?
Yeah, he comes by occasionally, and sometimes I let him play, and sometimes I'm like, what, I'm not sure it's really the right vibe for this place, but I think he's probably gonna be good. I think you all look like you could probably use like a cheer up. So I'll ask him to play something cheery. Hey! She sort of she shouts towards a cracked open door. Says, "Hey, Kerzzan! Kerzzan, will you play something nice for our friends here?"
Kerzzan, a very dark ashen-skinned drow bard, kind of sticks his head out the window unimpressedly. That's not much of an intro. You can see he's got half his hair and makeup done, like it's tied up. It's like, fine. And he pops in. You hear like a bunch of like cursing and like stuff getting thrown around, and he comes back out just in full regalia with like a very chipper look on his face. "You want happy? I'll give you happy." Kind of pulls a stool into the corner, has a seat, just plays one note. Bang!
Is that all you're gonna do, bud?
I look around at the table. Is that it?
Yeah. And she says,
Cute outfit.
Hold your horses. I'm warming up. Me. Yeah, hire a professional, and you want a rush job. My tribe is gone. I'm all alone. My heart's been locked away. Alive or dead, it's never said. I wonder to this day. Adrift between oblivion and infinity the same. Your time will come to be undone at the tower by no name.
I look at the table. Did I just hear what I think I heard?
That was
It
way
wasn't
better
very-
than just the one note.
Yeah, it wasn't super happy.
I loved the sequel.
Granny,
I'm in my
You said
sad era.
he said
That's-
tower and no name, yes?
Yes. I do believe he did say that.
But the bartender's gonna be like, "I told you to play something nice, something happy. That's not happy. Why the tower? I don't like it. I don't like. Can you? All right, I'll give you
Milady.
please?
Can we have the bard come to the table? It's
I
important.
mean, he's right there. You can ask him.
What's his Kerzzan?
Kerzzan.
Am I saying it right?
Ah, yes. Encore.
Actually,
All right, this one's for the children.
yes.
This one's for the
Son-
children.
He's just waiting for a cue.
Yeah,
Finally,
there's a couple
somebody
kids.
values
Yeah.
me. He casts fairy fire around your table to make things more festive. Fairy fire. Don't interrupt. Fairy fire. That's what happens when you give fairies magic beans. It's hilarious.
Oh, that was great.
That's a new one.
We do have. Could you? I do have a question. In your first song, you talked about a tower.
And a
Yes.
no name?
Yes. A bit of a sad story from eons ago.
What?
Why?
Because we may currently be living that song, and I look at him knowingly.
So Kerzzan, having like dark ashen skin, like almost like chalkboard black, suddenly just gets like slightly whiter. Like this is a wash of like chalk went over him. Just realizing what you're saying. It's like wait. So you've been to the tower?
Yes. Is this something we should discuss in the open?
No, the bartender, the very chatty Cathy. We should really, perhaps find a... Come to my dressing room. And then Kerzzan kind of huffily goes off, opens the door.
My name's not Kathy. My name's Dora.
You're a lovely employer. Please, just leave my coins on the counter. I will come receive them in just a moment. They just want to sign some autographs. I'll be right out.
All right, you're not taking my customers anywhere you shouldn't, right?
No, just my dressing room where no one can see us, having a private conversation, okay?
All right.
Nothing suspicious. Don't
No,
even worry
nothing-
about it.
Nothing bad at all. I mean, like, come on. You're a bar on the side of the road. How much traffic are you getting, okay? I'm helping you out here. And he slams the door.
I see.
We do surprisingly well, given our location.
I
And
like
she
the
sort
name
of-
of the loose goose. It's a nice name. All goose should be loose.
I
Unless
agree.
it's dangerous
I don't
for
believe
them.
in keeping them in cages unless it's dangerous for them, as you said, because I don't want any of them to get taken by the big hawk. Have you seen the big hawk?
I've seen the big
Oh,
hawk.
we've
The
seen
big
it.
hawk?
Oh, that thing! I swear to God, that thing is a menace. It'll take. It took a lamb last year.
I could believe
It's
it.
not.
It took our friend today or yesterday.
Wait, what? It took your friend? Like a
Yeah.
person?
Well, he was
That's
already
a long
dead.
story.
And a rabbit.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Be
That's a
be
shame.
wary. Be wary. It has grown aggressive.
Oy, all right.
So,
It
took shoes
eats
before.
People?
It eats shoes.
It
and
eats
it developed
shoes.
a taste for people, and now it's hunting people.
Because it ate people's shoes, and now it has a taste for.
Yeah,
what
I
kind
don't
of
know who
did
it
you leave your
is.
foot in your shoe or something?
I look at Damian. I just nod and I get up and start to move towards the bard's
Yeah.
door.
All right, you know what?
Bard.
Don't let me interrupt you. Go talk to Kerzzan. I don't know. He's never really told me anything of value, but maybe he's got something for you. I don't know.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, enjoy your drinks.
When we walk into Kerzzan's room, how does Kerzzan look? What do we see?
So Kerzzan took the dramatic exit as an opportunity. He could overhear you guys talking about birds and such. So he's like, I have time. So he just starts rearranging his room, and he kind of arranges like his packing trunk and other things to make it look like it's somewhat of more of a grand kind of throne thing, with his like one small cup of wine that he stole. He didn't buy because he's broke, and so he's just waiting there with like both his feet up on like his trunk, just waiting. My adoring fans, please come in. Come.
Oh, this is a very nice dressing room. that you have here. Quite spacious.
Thank you. I do what I can, but it's not the 12 seasons. You know what I mean? So we'll just. Please.
12
I've got some buckets. I can. He just starts rearranging things for you to sit on. The robot can stand. I've got a coat hanger somewhere. He could probably hook himself on.
His name is Bulwark.
Oh, apologies. Apologies, Bulwark. My mistake. I've experienced both the the sentient and the enslaved version, and so we're just gonna forgive me, please. Have a seat. What's comfortable for your metallic bottom? And then he just
I'll sit
you
right on the
take mine,
ground
and then he just
immediately.
okay. So tell me what happened to you?
Just real
Don't all
quick,
start
'cause
at once.
I'm confused. What does Kerzzan look like?
Oh, sorry. So Chris,
I was like, I want to give you a chance for the audience to also I have to picture it.
I briefly. So he's still in his full regalia. It's just a very kind of standard. I guess you could, if you played Baldur's Gate 3, kind of that standard bard's outfit with a little extra kind of bells and whistles because he loves to be different. But I mean, being a drow on the surface is already different with the pure black ashen skin. His hair is kind of like a grease. You know how like greasers from from the movie Grease had it with like the little curl, with the little spit curl in front. And then he's just he's got more what's the word? And yeah, it's just kind of your basic bard kind of setup. But he what's the word? Yeah, we'll just leave it there. I don't want to overcook it. But yeah, he's just a drow trying to fit in as best he can. And so yeah, he's just sitting in this chair now, kind of twiddling his thumbs because he's very, very anxious to hear. Because my God, I haven't heard of anyone ever being to the tower before. Sometimes I don't even remember. I'm not even sure if it really happened.
You were at
Well,
the
you-
tower? I didn't see you
Yeah.
at the tower. I'm
Oh, no,
absolutely.
no.
Did anyone else see him at the tower? Grace
No,
says
but
no.
he alluded that his song happened eons ago. Has it been that
Yeah.
long?
As best as I can remember, my troop and I had found the tower mistakenly. We had thought perhaps this was the venue for a performance of sorts, our first one for a while. And but once we entered in, it was so bizarre. I felt immediate darkness and danger. And this being with no face appeared and gave us just an impossible decision to make. And my love was left behind. I didn't want to. But in drow culture, the females are put much higher above the males, and as our party was mainly male drow, that they thought this was their opportunity to discard her. And so they did, and dragged me out with them. The rest is a bit of a blur, but slowly we all began to become sick. It was hard to breathe. Things that we thought we used to do so well started to fade. Our memories, our ability to play. And then one day I remember lying on top of a bar stool drunk, fading away, and the next thing I know, I'm back here. However, in a somewhat different state of being. I'm not sure how else to describe it.
Oh, dearie, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you, but now that you're here, I hopefully can make some more sense of this. I've never had anyone to talk to.
I'm hoping that you can help us make sense of it. Castien here, I motioned to Castien, and I found a book that had a sonnet in it that only the two of us could read, which leads us in a direction to perhaps a removal of this malady. And I will read the sonnet to Kerzzan. In any of your travels or bardic tales, have you heard of any of this?
It's hard to be sure. The majority of my career and training has come from the Underdark, where the Drow live in the city of Ched-Nasad. My only inkling would be potentially to consult one of my contacts there. However, my relationships are not as strong as they used to be, hence I'm here. However, there may be something we could potentially arrange. Oh, but I'll have to do a lot of gigs to make that much money.
What if I gave you a whole 4 and I dig into my pocket? Acorns!
Kerzzan looks at you like he would like a newborn child. Just oh. He immediately clocks your like who you are like as a person. She's like, oh yes, thank you so much for that. And then kind of like magicianly pretends to put in his coke and then flicks them onto the floor. I'm sure that will be a huge help.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're
Can I
gonna need
slide
to
a hand
roll.
against it?
14,
Yes.
you roll. Yeah.
Please roll a sleight of hand against that.
Wait, I want to use my bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so you still have your bardic inspiration
What is
as
that?
well.
How do I do that? Is that a D4 on top or D6?
It gives you an additional D1D6
Okay, hold on.
that you can add.
Oh.
As a 18.
I rolled 15.
I'm gonna go step on the
Alright.
side and grab my acorns. How dare you not value my acorns? I see that you don't understand what actual value is. Am I?
Kerzzan immediately backs up. I'm terribly sorry, dear. It must have just fallen out of
I am
my
not a
hand.
deer.
Can
We
I
all
talk to
sit-
someone else?
We all sit back and watch Kerzzan dig this pit.
Yeah. Since we have no idea who this man is, we are definitely not easily helping him out. Actually, Damian wants to roll an insight on him as well to
Yeah, go
see if
ahead.
he's telling the truth about everything that he's told us as well.
Absolutely.
That's an 18.
All right, he seems to be pretty truthful. Like you don't get the sense that you don't get the sense that he's deliberately lying. If he is not telling the truth or the whole truth, you get the sense that it's not because he's actively lying. It might be, if there's something amiss with his story, it might be for another reason, like maybe he forgot, or maybe he himself is not 100% sure of what exactly happened. But he's not deliberately lying to you.
Kerzzan, I believe the obvious question, have you gleaned any knowledge as to how you are still here? Because as you know, we all now have ticking clocks above our heads. Anything that you can give us
Yes.
would be immense help.
So now it's a bit of a funny story. The only hunch I could have was able to glean based on my companions versus myself is I did have a rather unpleasant run-in with one of the matron mothers of Ched-Nasad. I may have made some jokes about her in a song, something about her having spiders for feet or something like that. Anyways, what happened was she did not take very kindly to that and cursed me essentially to how did she put it? Upon death, you will roam the earth for 1,000 years, or until you bomb 1,000 gigs.
I have a quick
Yeah.
question. You said Chednasad? Now, what kind of
Yes.
cheese is that?
It's delicious cheese. I highly recommend you go there by yourself.
On it. Thank you.
Hey,
That will be a lovely journey for you.
He's
A man-
He's cracked Castien's code.
as a man who loves instruments himself, and has played many a gigs for many of people, how many gigs have you bombed so far on that 1,000 there?
Excuse me, sir. As I'm sure you know, as a journeyman performer, we never bomb. We always give our best, and sometimes the crowd is just not attuned to our abilities. I'm sure.
That means at least
you would agree.
300.
Yeah, I was thinking like 600, honestly, Castien.
Yeah.
Fine.
I could go
Yeah.
600.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna be like that. Fine. He prestidigitation, and gets like this kind of just holographic magical list. It's like, okay, fine. Carry the 5. Baldur's Gate at least 6 times. So okay, we're in the mid 200s. Okay, happy.
Oh.
That is a sad number indeed.
Yeah, but an artist will never intentionally produce bad art. But accidents do happen.
So if you were in the tower, were you... I'm sorry if I missed this. Are you infected like we are?
Yes, from my memory. Even though we had left someone behind.
There's a knock on the
infection-
door. The twins are waiting for you to come back out. They want some music. Can you give me an ETA?
Won't be a moment. Just tell them to play chess. They can pretend they're all the pieces. Okay, so
They don't know how to play chess. I told you that last time, but okay. All right, you know what?
What
I'm
I
gonna
do
let
is
I'll
I
go
tell
get-
them to play dolls. Play dolls with the chess pieces. Way more fun.
I agree.
Oh my god, we're wearing the same outfit. How embarrassing when one queen meets the other queen, or like the knight meets the other knight. It's a whole thing.
You know I never tried that, but I'll tell them. I'll tell them.
Modern problems require modern.
All right. Okay. You know what? Fine.
Bots.
Okay. You know what? All right. So Kerzzan, do me a favor. 5 more minutes. Can we 5 more minutes with these folks?
Sure.
And then maybe we can all have a nice little show, like I paid you for, if that's okay.
sure, of
Thank
course.
you.
Whatever.
I
Customer is always right.
Well, that's true, but I appreciate your flexibility. I know it's been tough for you lately. I know I know you're not where you'd like to be. So, practice makes perfect. That's how it goes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the feedback.
She closes the door.
The minute she
Hey
closes
man, how
the
much
door,
are you getting?
sorry, the
much are
minute
you
she
getting
closes the
paid?
door, he gets a mage hand and just like middle finger to the door.
Oh, I think I answered my question actually as you did that. Okay, never mind. I
Yeah.
see how much you're getting paid now.
Well, a gig's a gig.
I feel that this is perhaps not the best place for you to be.
Truth be told, I have been working towards relocating the tower. I just need to know if my love was still alive or not.
Can you describe her?
She was a priestess of Lolth, and I don't know how, but she somehow grew up with a semblance of kindness. Maybe not in the way that you surface dwellers would appreciate, but she
Excuse
whipped me a
how
lot
dare
less.
you assume I don't understand what goes on underneath the sofa. I have several gopher friends, at least 2. So I know what goes on below the surface. You're making wild accusations here, and I'm not for it.
What are their names, by the way, Castien?
Rover and Clover.
I couldn't remember what they were. I definitely thought that's what they were, though. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
We're in our rhyming names era this evening on Roll Already.
What do you name a gopher? Gopher, Rover, Gopher, Clover. They gotta rhyme at some point. Stacy, Butter.
Dover.
Gotta rhyme.
Dover. Yep, that's a solid rhyme.
There's another knock on the door. All right, I'm trying to be patient here. You know me. You know I'm never trying to make trouble. I never want to make anybody do anything they don't want to do. But there's, even our new friends here. I'm sure they'd like to hear you. I mean, I know they heard you a little, but I'm sure that they would appreciate a concert, and I would certainly appreciate a concert of maybe something happy. I mean, I could try to do the concert myself, but I'm a little out of practice.
Sure,
I guess I could try.
You can see Kerzzan's blood pressure rising, but he's keeping it cool in front of his new friends. Of course. I'll come out now. I guess. He grabs his lute and immediately twists it out of tune. On stage. Perhaps we can speak a little later. I would love to. I would perhaps even. I'll just.
It must happen, yes.
Yes, I agree. Thank you. We appreciate any information. And break legs!
Well, we've only got the one big room, so I'm sure that tonight, when you all go to bed on your little pallets, I'm sure you'll get lots of time to chat. If you're going to be our guest, that is. I mean, I don't know if you're going off and, camping along the side of the road, which is really the only other option.
But it's free.
Well,
we'll be your guests.
Well, all right. That's perfect. We got a full house tonight. How lovely. That never happens. But now I guess it did. There's something about all of you. And she sort of looks at all of you, sort of, and you can see a little glimmer in her eye. Says, there's something about all of you.
We're all dying.
You're all what? Well, I mean, everybody's dying eventually.
Yeah, it's just the stink of death. It's fine. Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I don't stink.
She doesn't
Except
quite
on
know what to
stage
say.
Tonight.
Well, I hope all of you are wrong about everything you just said. All right, everybody have a seat. And then she sort of looks up, something's caught the corner of her eye. And she's, what are they doing here? They never come out this early. And you see a firefly kind of hovering in the corner, just above the bar. And then it zips out of a window at the back of the inn and sort of goes towards the forest.
How high up are we?
You're on the ground floor. You're not.
Castien charges out the window.
Okay.
Whoa! What?
Yeah. And that happened.
We should go.
I think your friend followed the firefly. That was, good luck to her. That's not a very nice forest.
We should go after her, yes?
Yeah, Damian's definitely gonna follow, right behind her, trying to keep up.
All right, be careful though. You don't want to mess with those things. They're not exactly what they seem. They're hungrier.
Oh, all right.
Here, you know what? All right, actually.
We want it before we go into this. Do we want to do our break and our giveaway?
Yeah, well, that's what we were gonna. Everybody's out, and then and then we're gonna be doing our break and our giveaway, and then everybody is rushing off into the forest, I guess, chasing after Castien. So is everybody chasing off up into the forest after Castien?
Yeah, who's on my suicide run here?
Yeah,
Damian is gonna. Damian wants to help protect her more than anything.
Kerzzan.
Before I go out,
good excuse to just leave the gig.
Well, I look at Dora. How much did you pay the bard to be here?
How much? The 5 gold, I think, maybe 6.
Damian laughs.
I can't remember.
I throw 10 gold at her, and I look at Kerzzan and go, "Come with us."
Let's go.
Don't have to tell me twice.
All right, so she's gonna like look at the gold and say, well, that's really nice of you. You know what? Here, take this. And she's gonna throw a bottle, like a little to you, Vrithelion. I'd like you to roll a dexterity check for if you're gonna catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
All right, let's see what occurs. Not bad. 14.
All right, so you barely you kind of fumble it, but you just barely managed to catch it. And it's like a perfume-looking bottle, like it's glass, and it has a little label that says bug spray.
All right.
And she's gonna say, take it and put it on all of you. Maybe not the robot. He's, I don't know about the fire thing, but he'll be fine anyway. Put it on you. You'll be glad you did. You'll come back here. You'll have a nice dinner. You'll have a good rest, and then you'll go on your way. Sound good?
Thank you, my lady. And I'm like, Kerzzan, follow us.
Have fun storming the forest.
Thank you. Thank you. Never coming back. Bye.
All right, with that, we're going to take a quick 5-minute
that,
break.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. We're on the same. We got the same brain cell over there. We're going to take a 5-minute break. If you guys haven't entered the giveaway, you will have a whole 5 minutes to do so. My dogs know when I'm doing a sign-off or a intermission break, so sorry about that. To enter, all you have to do is put !! giveaway. You will see on the waiting screen where we are at. My people in this Discord, don't talk for a second, because as we switch, it's going to pick you up. Okay, hold on. Where's my... All right, my friends. Hold on. Let me go back. I've screwed this all up. Okay, let's jump back over here so I could say the giveaway real quick. If you guys haven't entered ! Giveaway in the chat, we're going to close entries. If you didn't know, you can still enter within the last half of the stream. So you can just keep adding your name. Just make sure that you tune in around the same time next week so that you don't miss if you are a winner. Phoenix is rooting for you in the other room. Let's pick a winner. My dogs are like, they saw me get cupcakes, and they're like, I want cupcakes. Okay, so for whoever wins, you are going to email Jessica at, oh, hold on, Luce, let me open up. You might actually already be in there. Hold on, let me double check that I've got you. Yes, you're already in there. You're good. So for the winner, you are going to email Jessica at StormCrow.com. I'm sorry about my puppies. They will settle in a second. So that's who you're going to email if you win, and we are going to pick the winner. Ready? Let me unmute over here. Guys, we're going to pick the winner. You guys want to do drum rolls with me? And we're going to pick Lucy. Oh, somebody got that. Woo! Lucy, if you will email Jessica at StormCrow, you will get your free crit dice mailed over to you. Thank you guys so much. If you guys don't know, we do this every single week, and we're actually working on adding in a new one so that there might be double winners throughout this, or a winner of a different prize, because we do have that. Jess, what's it? Let me switch over to so we can scale with you. What's it called? The other one, the die die.
Oh, the how you will die.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we might do that for the
all kinds of ways to die.
Spot the Sid on here. But Lucy, if you will email. Well done, everybody. Let me reopen up entries. So anybody who wants to join the last half can do so. All right.
Lucy, I will sternly gaze at a monster this evening in your honor.
Yeah. And also, if you win the giveaway, you got it sent by me and with a little card in my terrible handwriting. So I apologize in advance for my handwriting for anybody who wins, because you won't be able to read it because it's bad. But you will get your prize. So there you go. It's a better prize than it is handwriting. Anyway.
We are going to jump on into it. Oh no, there's a forest. There's a map. Oh no, what have I done?
What have you done? You've created a situation where there has to be a map.
Me? No way! I'm shocked.
Yeah, so you guys are in the forest. This is a really dark looking forest. It's because right now it's not nighttime, but in the forest it might as well be.
With dark vision, can Damian see where Castien is pretty well?
Yeah, I mean, it's not so dark that it's kind of like half dark. Like you can see where you're going. It's more just like it's an oppressive mood. It's not. It feels dark. It feels
not a vibe.
Oppressive. It's not. I mean, it is a vibe. It's just that vibe. It's the dark vibe. It's the I'm in a forest with lots of creepy looking trees and it's very thick and very dark, and there's these weird little fireflies that keep kind of swarming in little places in the trees.
How far ahead has Castien run, or we're all essentially in the same vicinity?
I'd say Castien's probably about here, probably about 30 feet in front of you, because you all, I guess Bulwark, you would have been back here a little bit because you got the bug spray. You took the time to grab the bug spray.
Yeah.
From Dora.
Or Vrithelion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm spraying it on myself. I'm
Sorry.
spraying it on myself, and then I'm spraying it on the board as well.
Not Bulwark who caught the bug spray.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, Kerzzan and I was like, come on! Yes.
You kind of spray a miss, and he just runs through it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's a light. Yeah.
Good.
So,
Yes.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Like the water coming down, right? Yes.
Like
yes.
a sprinkler?
Oh,
Like,
flash dance. Yeah, flash,
Flash
dance.
dance.
Yeah, flash
oh
dance.
my god.
Mhm.
Yeah, just
I
a,
love it. Oh my gosh. And then so like sort of faintly, but from the like from the windows, you hear Dora saying, "All right, I guess I got to do this myself." And then she sort of just starts singing. She's like,
Good.
"Wandering ones," like just sort of like operetta.
She's actually amazing.
But like the like some Gilbert and Sullivan, and it sort of like fades off as you go into this forest. It goes, "A God of grace, the steps retrace, and then it just sort of fades off into the distance, and maybe there's a significance to the song, I don't know. But you are now in this forest, and it is so dark and oppressive that you basically, within about 10 feet of going in, well, maybe more, like 15 or 20 feet, the forest, like the forest directly abuts the loose goose, and it's no longer perceptible. The forest has enveloped you.
Kerzzan immediately just starts taking his weapons out. It's like, this happens every time.
Every
This is
time.
why I hate doing gigs in the Overland. At least the Underdark, you know where the things are.
Castien, do you still see the firefly?
Castien is currently, as I'm sure this will thrill you all, yelling out very loudly for the firefly. And while she does this, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
So just very loudly, hello, potential friend. I love you.
There's like a little choir almost, like an almost imperceptible choir of little voices saying, "You're here. You're here."
Oh
Sort of a
my
different
Sylvanus, I have so many friends here.
They just keep repeating, "You're here. You're here."
I am here. Do you want a hug? I have
Are you
no
are you
survival.
talking just Yeah, are you just talking to any particular firefly?
Just the forest in general. Why not?
And then, all right, so there's one larger flyer, like, I mean, there are various sizes, but they're all regular firefly size. So one firefly comes to sort of hover in front of you, and as you look at it, you see its face looks insectoid, but also strangely human. And it says to you, "A hug. A hug.
A hug.
We can give you a hug.
You want to give me a hug?
Follow me.
Where are we
We
following?
can all give you a hug."
Where are we following
And then
to?
it zips across.
You didn't give me any directions as I chase after it.
It zips basically up the path to the left.
How far is
Kerzzan
Damian
looks at
behind
all-
her, by the way? Because he was like right behind her. Like I left as soon as she left. So
Yeah, no, Damian is right there. If you want him, you can move him. If you want him to continue to be right behind her. Everybody you can move however you'd like. at this time.
Kerzzan was readying his weapons and didn't realize that she had just run deeper into the forest. And he kind of like panically is like, you'll want to get her, and just starts like running with like his crossbow in front of him.
I'll run and spray people as I get to them with the bug spray.
Oh, thank you.
Be careful.
Damian-
That's not flammable, is it? We're not gonna
I
make
don't
like a flamethrower here.
I don't spray you because she said not to.
All right. So
Damian is going to scream to Castien to stop. How does she react to that?
Do I hear it? How far are you?
I'm like right behind you.
Why
Yeah,
are we
yeah,
stopping? As I continue running.
Okay, Damian is going to now use his spell command
Son of a bitch! Hold on. Do I have anything?
which is a wisdom saving throw of 14. You speak one command word to a creature you can see within range. If you succeed on the wisdom saving throw, it doesn't have any effect.
One, so
Hell yeah. Nice. All right. And it lasts for 1 round, basically. So
is that what, 10 seconds?
6 seconds.
6 seconds, okay.
basically, Damian's just going to yell, stop, and then tackle you to the ground.
Also,
Yeah. And as he
Right.
tackles you to the ground, stop, please, Castien. We are in a fucking crazy dark forest right now. Please.
yeah, and our friends that light up have gone that way. Why not follow the lights?
And Damian does a thaumaturgy and it just shows her a light. Here's a light. Here's a light for you, my friend. I don't want you to get hurt, okay? We don't know where the
That
fuck
light
we
doesn't
are.
work. And I pick up a
And he-
stone. And I'm gonna cast... Hold on. I'm gonna cast light on the stone. Look, I can do this
Ooh.
too. And then I chuck it at his face and I run away.
Ooh.
Dodge that?
Damian, I think you're gonna have to
Yeah.
roll acrobatics or something, or just dexterity, whatever you prefer, depending on how acrobatic you want to be in your dodge.
Ooh. I will be acrobatic. Let's see.
This was not the combat I
Ooh.
expected.
That is a natural. That is a natural 20 plus 4.
It's the-
so
it's the
that is
combat
a
we earned.
24.
Yeah, the combat
You're
we deserve.
you like do like the bullet time thing. You're just like, as it like whizzes past you in slow motion and embeds itself in the side of a tree.
Over here.
Yeah, and it
He holds
and it
himself
sort of
up with his
glows.
loot.
Yeah. That is actually when you see, if anybody is looking behind you, that is actually the first time that you will see Damian fall back and grab his, what looks to be a greenish, reddish loot behind him, actually, as he does grip it and saves himself from falling over, as he does try to go for Castien again to grab her.
All right, Castien, you're gonna try to, I guess. Castien, are you gonna try to get out of his grasp again?
So he's trying to grab me again. How far did I get before he got up? Or did he get up pretty quickly right after me?
I feel like with a natural 20.
With a natural 20, he
I did
basically was like,
pretty
shoop,
good.
and then he gets.
Yeah.
I'm giving him like one more try.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and outdo him.
All right. So you can roll either dexterity or acrobatics.
Well,
suppose,
since I
but
have
you're
a negative in acrobatics, we're going with dexterity.
So it goes.
17.
What do I roll against that?
Just roll a straight d20 against it.
Okay. Be with me. Dice rolls.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, dice. Don't do
It's
it.
an
Damn it,
18.
18.
Oh man! Wow.
Oh, so
Dude,
you
he's like
barely-
flipping his loot. He flips it around, grabs her, and then pulls her in so she can not run away. Which I hope at this time the group is pretty much right behind him at that point, right?
He's hoping. He
I would
needs
think
one-
they would be.
Yeah. As he's like doing like fucking crazy things here, just like keeping everything intact.
Well done, Damian. Spray on both of them.
Oh my God. My mouth was open.
Bug
What
spray.
the fuck?
So you've got sort of a like almost like, you know how like a crowd comes together like when something happens, like you've got like a gathering crowd of these fireflies sort of hovering above all of you, and the firefly that was talking to you, Castien, sort of hovers around your head and says, "Tell your friend to let you go."
Butterfly says, "Let me go." Firefly says, "Let me go." Same thing, but one's on fire. One makes butter.
Tell him.
No?
He said no, Firefly.
Tell him I will be angry if he doesn't let you go.
Firefly, what's your name, by the way?
We don't have names.
We don't have names. Firefly says it'll be angry if you don't let me go.
We are not beholden to these creatures.
Also, where does it want to take you?
I want no association with this party. We do not have names.
Well, okay. So would you like to come and leave them behind?
Well,
There's a lot of light where we're going.
Everyone's just staring at Castien, like having this animated
Nobody else
conversation
knows.
Yeah,
with the
Castien.
bug.
Who? Are you talking to the Firefly right now?
its name is We Do Not Have Names. Be respectful.
There's a lot of that going on, isn't there?
We have bad luck with things with no names.
Yeah, very true.
But this one wants to give us a hug.
I do.
Bugs? Bugs
Dora,
don't hug. Bugs
Dora,
eat.
yes, Dora the tavern keeper said that they were always hungry.
Well, maybe we should. Did anybody bring any, like, bread or, like, butter? Potatoes? Cucumbers? Lettuce? We do not
I
have
don't
names.
eat
What
any
do
of
you
those.
eat?
Well, it would be easier to explain if you came with me. Where there's light. There's lots of light, and there will be lots of food. If you come with me. If all of you
Real,
come with
real
me.
quick. How many are around us at the moment?
About 150.
How outnumbered are we?
But they're small.
150.
They're small. About 150, but they're small. And
Oh my
they're avoiding the ones of you who have bug spray on.
Which
There's
is
not
all
gonna
of us
be-
except for Bulwark.
Which is all of
now,
us.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I have like a glowing light coming out of my face. So they love me.
Yeah.
True.
They said, since apparently you guys don't want to listen, even though they're speaking in common, that there's lots of light and lots of food. It sounds like a feast. What's wrong with following? See, no objections. Let's go. We do not have names.
Everyone
Right,
just
and-
looks at each other dumbstruck, like, I can't argue with that logic. I guess.
Where to start?
Wow.
So let me ask you this, Cass. If we follow these crazy creatures that we were told definitely not to follow, and they turn out to be bad, what are you going to do?
Crazy, first of all, is a subjective term. But,
How about unfriendly?
well, they're bugs. We'll just shove them in a Bulwark's face and they burn.
That's true.
Wait, it's a good solution.
I'm glad you've already thought of how to kill your new friends.
Yeah, I thought you don't kill
Yeah,
your
most
friends.
of the time.
Good to know.
To be fair, every time so far that we've all been together and we've done what other people have asked us to do, it has not gone well.
So now we're doing what the tavern person asked us not to do. It's only gonna lead to good.
Oh, this.
Kerzzan just starts playing music. This is how we die. This is how we die. Everyone's gonna follow bugs and end up in a pie.
He may speak the truth here.
Please tell your friend he has a lovely voice. I would like to continue to listen to it and potentially to have it. Is what
We
don't
do
have
not.
names
We do
says
not
too.
have names. Says she likes your singing, and also wants to steal your voice.
Okay, that is not okay. What
Have.
that
Not
thing
steal.
just said.
Have.
No,
Have.
no.
I'm a bad
Have.
translator. Have.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
I don't think
Well,
that's
I
any.
think sometimes I'd like to say I'd love to have your house.
Oh,
Out
true.
of, like, admiration.
Oh, yes.
I wish I had your talent.
Hmm.
I say we follow the bugs. All who say?
If you would
Wait, what you sprayed us with, can these things hurt us, Vrithelion? I don't know if there's instructions on the bottle.
Dora gave me the bug spray and told me to administer it to everyone except for Bulwark.
Well, we might as well go see if we
Castien, I will ask you a very direct question. Answer how you will. If the group votes to not follow the bugs, will you still follow the bugs?
We do not have names.
Yes.
Would you follow me if they don't want to follow you?
Oh, certainly.
I will go with the bugs.
And then I look at the group. And I will defend Castien.
Let us go.
Gosh, my heart.
Kerzzan asks Vrithelion, how much of that do we have left?
I mean, I look at the bottle. I mean, I don't know how many applications.
Probably about like a 3/4 of the bottle still there. It's not. It's a reasonably large bottle.
Stick with me.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, let's go. And then when this turns out to be really bad, Castien, we then get to take a vote against you not to do something next time. Deal?
That works because I didn't want to go in the tower in the first place, so I think we're even.
True.
Touche. And Damian lets her go.
Kerzzan immediately. Whoa! I thought the plan was to go to the tower. Was it not? Was that not the whole? I just broke off a whole gig, and we're not going to the tower anymore.
We can still go back to the tower. I just didn't want to go back to the. I didn't want to go to the tower to begin with. I wanted to chase after Big Hawk, who had my shoe.
Who then had our friend.
Well, they didn't have my friend yet.
No, I'm saying like and then like in order there. Yeah, I'm just.
It's all the same Big Hawk. Big Hawk and company.
Yeah.
There just really is only one Big Hawk, but people keep seeing it over and over, so they think that there's multiple hawks, but it's really actually just the one Big Hawk.
We do not have names. Sort of, is sighs, and says to you, Castien. We grow weary. We'll just do this here.
Oh!
And
see, they're bringing the feast to us! I translate to my friends.
Start looking around.
Damian pulls out his rapier immediately at that point.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was probably gonna ask what you were about to say. Go ahead.
The 150 or so fireflies have now grown to sort of 200 or 300, and they make sort of a denser and denser cloud around all of you, and then they gather above the. If you look like right in front of you, where there's these little sticks, and this little light. They gather there, and that space becomes brighter and brighter and brighter. And the space where the light is opens like a great maw, like a giant mouth. And as if with hundreds of echoes, we do not have names, says, "It's time for the feast. And I would like all you to roll initiative, please."
Woo!
Oh,
dun, dun, dun.
Dag nabbit.
15.
Not my best work.
I'm gonna try and see if I can get a dice camel. I got 13.
7.
I'm gonna go ahead and get that natural 20 out of the way.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
13.
Oh, did we say for natural 20s we were doing inspiration, by the way, for that? I couldn't remember if we agreed on that.
We can.
Okay, we can talk about
I think
it
we
later,
did.
too.
I think we did say I think we did say that.
It's the way D&D 1 is going.
That's right.
Granny rolled real well on initiative also. She rolled a 0. Thanks to that new minus dex. So 2 minus 2 is 0.
Fun times. All right. So Kerzzan, what did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
A 7. Bulwark.
20.
That's right. A 23.
Nope, just 20.
Just 20. Okay. Vrithelion,
13.
13. Damian,
15.
15. And Castien,
13.
13. Okay.
All the cool kids rolled 13.
I have friends.
Oh.
Well, all right. So this big thing looks like the unholy the unholy offspring of a tree and a firefly. It's kind of got these weird insectoid legs that come out of it. It glows in this weird, eerie, horrifying way, and the glow almost pulses, as if it's a firefly. It gets brighter and then dimmer and brighter and dimmer, and the whole thing. And it's got these sort of segmented insectoid eyes above an enormous gaping mouth, and inside that mouth are tons and tons of fireflies, and also very sharp-looking, wood-looking, insectoid-looking teeth.
Yikes.
And Bulwark, you are up. It's your turn. Damian, you're on deck.
All right, I'm going to go into my my backpack. I'm going to pull out my big bionicle cat. I'm going to push a button, and it's going to sprint up near, kind of right in between sort of Damian and Castien. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw my hammer at the weird tree bug thing.
Okay. All right, so Bulwark, you're up here. You can throw your hammer. Okay.
Yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That is a 10.
That will not hit. I'm so sorry.
And my hammer's going to whip back into my hand. I'm going to just look a little upset that I missed.
Okay. I'm sorry, Bulwark. You tried.
Oh.
All right, Damian, you're up. Castien, you're on deck.
Damian is just going to look at the biggest firefly that he sees with the humanoid-looking face and cast vicious mockery and say, "You can barely fly. You're a shitty dragonfly." And it is a wisdom save of 14.
Okay. It does not save.
Nice. Takes 1d4 of psychic damage and have disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Oh, fun times. All right, so 1d4. How much damage is that, actually?
Let's see, a little 2.
Cool. All right, so it goes boink. And
Yeah.
the largely it doesn't really do much, but that one firefly looks very upset. It looks so upset that it kind of just takes its wings and sort of sulks off into the forest. It's
nice.
quit this fight. Yeah,
Cool.
it's like, Okay. All right, Damian, you have sorry, Kerzzan, what did you do? No, go ahead.
Kerzzan yells at Damian, "Nice! Now just do that 1,000,000 more times."
He just puts his thumb up to him and, yeah, buddy, I got it.
Amazing. All right, Castien, you're up. Vrithelion, you're on deck.
Oh, I didn't even know I was on deck. Okay. So there's 1,000 of these things?
About 300. But they're all kind of they're all kind of swarming in the mouth of this creature. Like it is a large insectoid / tree horrifying hybrid thing that has all the fireflies inside it and seems to want to eat you.
Okay, I will go up, I will take my shillelagh, and I will bop it on the nose and say, "Bad! Down! Thing! Down!" And,
Okay.
yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, you're trying to hit it? Do you want to roll to hit?
Yes, I do. That's a good idea.
Okay.
I should probably. I'm so used to not attacking as Castien.
That's okay.
Man. It just auto hits. It's fine. Yeah.
Does a 9 hit?
It does not. I am sorry.
Oh
It
no.
does not.
This is flailing around in front of the mouth. This can only end well. Go ahead, next person.
Okay. Vrithelion.
I stare at
And then
this.
Kerzzan, you're on deck.
I stare at this tree beast. I walk up next to Castien and I wreathe the sword in flame, and I jam my shield into its giant maw, and I swing the sword on fire at it.
Okay.
So basically, I cast Searing Smite as a bonus action, and let's see what happens.
Okay.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah, all right. And then, so it's gonna do. All right, it's gonna do 8 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will do 3 points of fire damage, and it will catch fire.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
your sword sort of slashes at it, and it definitely gets it gets into the wood, and you cut off one of those many insectoid legs, and it kind of roars with a fiery intensity. But you notice that even though it should, like in theory, it should burn, it doesn't, because it doesn't seem to be affected by fire. Maybe it has enough fire in it that it's that doesn't cause a problem for it. But you do get those 8 points of slashing damage at it.
Nice.
All right, Kerzzan, you're up, and then it is this thing.
So in terms, where is on the map, like where is the bug in relation to everyone else?
So you mean the bug, the we do not have names bug?
Yes.
It sort of it went off to your left, and it's probably 30 feet away at this point. It's just sort of sulking off, and it's basically decided it's not taking part in this fight.
Oh, okay, so it's already running away.
It is running away. Well, it's sulking away. Yes.
Cool. So I want to cast Cloud of Daggers in front of it.
Okay.
So what Kerzzan does is he pulls out his drum. It's a special drum, Rhythm Maker's drum. Gives +1 bonus to spell attack rolls.
Okay.
I don't even know if he needs it for this, but anyways, he pulls out his drum and then also pulls out 2 daggers and starts doing that juggling trick where they kind of like bounce it on the floor into each other's hands in like a circle.
Oh,
and he does that. He does that and ups the tempo, and the faster he goes, the more daggers comes out, and then he just angles it at the bug creature, so then that kind of coalesces in a cloud in front of it for 4d4.
Yep, 4d4 slashing.
7.
Well, what? Oh no! 4d4 made 7?
Apparently.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, all right. So this little thing, it is entirely, this particular insect is entirely cut to pieces by the daggers that you've put in front of it, and there's a cry of pain and almost like sorrow from the creature, but that only lasts a moment, and then it's angry again, and you have done that slashing damage to that little guy who was talking to Castien and will never talk to anybody ever again, because its guts are gently glowing on the ground in pieces.
Damian looks up at Kerzzan. Just keep doing that a couple more times.
All right.
I have more knives than you.
Okay, so this thing, it's gonna look at you, Kerzzan, and it's really angry. It is going to attack you. It's a 13 to hit. I do not believe that will hit you.
No, I'm 14.
All right. So it takes one of its insectoid legs and kind of like it just whiffs past your face, and then it's gonna look at Vrithelion, and like with its segmented insect eyes, and it is going to make a ranged attack, and that is a 23 to hit.
Well, yeah, oh yes. Yeah, that right to the squishy bits.
Yeah, sorry about that. And that is going to do...
I have a weird question, and I can't remember because I have thousands of years of D&D rules. If it makes a ranged attack at someone within melee of it, is it at disadvantage?
Should be.
It should be, but
because I have my shield in its mouth. I'm just trying to save bacon.
Yeah, no. So you have your shield in its mouth, because
yeah.
Okay, because normally it wouldn't be within melee range, but you know what? I'll give you that. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll at disadvantage. That is an 18 to hit, and I don't believe that hits you.
Wow.
Yeah. I duck behind the shield
Wow.
in its mouth.
Okay, well that's so it just sort of shakes its insectoid limbs in anger, and it looks back at you, Kerzzan, and it's just gonna try one more time, just at you, because you were the one who slashed up its little buddy, and that's a 20, so I believe that will hit you.
Damian is going to use a reaction to silvery barbs.
Silvery
Nice.
barbs! Always with the silvery barbs!
He's gonna just pull out his lute and just go ding ding.
Bart's got each other back.
Yes, again.
As you look at his lute for the first time, you truly do see it all in its glory, as he really didn't want to pull it out. But he didn't want his new possible friend to be fucked up immediately with this creature, as it shines blue, red, and greenish through it as he does that.
So I have to re-roll.
Yeah, reaction. Succeed. Let's see. Magically distracted creature triggering uncertainty. Must re-roll their d20 and use the lower roll.
So I re-rolled, and unfortunately that was a nat 20.
Ooh.
But I have to use the lower roll.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So it is as it was, as it always were, as Castien might say. All right. So let's roll for that damage. Let's see. I'm just rolling some physical dice.
Don't worry, Damian.
here.
I also have a reaction at the ready.
Nice. I'm also gonna give Kerzzan, because it says you could choose a different creature you see within range to have advantage on the next attack roll or ability check it makes within 1 minute. So
Okay.
cool.
Okay. So, Kerzzan, you are gonna take 12 slashing damage.
Ooh.
All right. I use my reaction.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's called Rebuke the Violent.
Ooh.
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, I use my reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw at 13. So we'll do that first.
All right.
It's
It does not save. It does not save.
It immediately takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt.
Oh.
Oh, well, it's interesting because I hadn't actually finished rolling damage because it also did 7 fire damage. So
Well, the fire
Now-
won't do anything apparently, as we know it doesn't.
the fire won't
burn.
do anything to me, but it also, I guess, takes 12.
Oh no, it converts that fire damage to radiant damage.
Oh,
So actually,
well,
then yes, it does go through.
Wow.
Yeah.
great. So it's just done 19 damage to itself.
Ooh.
And I
I didn't follow the math, but amazing.
I flash a smile at Kerzzan.
At Kerzzan also takes 19 damage, so Kerzzan is not.
Oh, in total?
Not doing. Yeah, because it's 12 plus 7. It's 12 bludgeoning damage plus 7 fire damage.
Okay, down to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any fun reactions?
Yeah, I only get one of mine a short rest, so I'm glad. Enjoy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well done, Vrithelion.
Thank you.
Is
Yeah,
not what the
thank
tree
you.
says, because the tree
No.
says to
This is where you find out Vrithelion and the tree are actually working together.
No.
We weren't going to tell everybody yet. Anyway, all right, and that is this thing's turn. It kind of sneers a little bit at Kerzzan as it also takes that same amount of damage, where it's like there's just it almost looks like it's been irradiated, like it's sort of glowing, kind of sickly and gross. All right, Granny, you're next, and then we're back to the top of the round with Bulwark.
All right. Granny's taking a step back. I'm going to use my bonus action, and my bones are going to start cracking. And this 5'6" little elephant woman grows to about 7'7", and I'm taking my form of dread. My hair goes down. It creates like a nice little veil, and Granny just says, "Come to Granny," and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh, so sad. All right, next time, dearie. That's my turn.
That's okay. And
Can I oh no, never mind. No, sorry, never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna say no. I can't. I can't do it as a reaction. It's a bonus action. Never mind.
no worries. All right, Bulwark, you're up, and then Damian is on deck.
All right.
Bulwark is going to make his way over towards Kerzzan over there, and he's going to have Scrap come along with him and stand sort of right between both of them. And I'm going to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds to heal you for 15.
Whoa.
Okay, wow.
Thank God we have a cleric.
Yes.
I can't do any
Oh,
damage.
God.
This is what I can do.
I do love Mystery Cleric.
Kerzzan looks up at you and just goes, "I will never call you a robot again."
It's okay, I am a robot, and I'm going to pat you on the head.
Aww.
And that is all we got.
All right. Damian, you're up. And Castien, you're on deck.
Oh no.
With where I am standing right next to Vrithelion, I assume I'm like right next to the creature. Is that correct? Is the creature right next to? He's right next to me, so I'm assuming that he is there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Beautiful. All right, cool. Damian is going to quickly put his loot/Saturn back up and take out his rapier, and he is going to charge at the creature with the rapier and try to stab it.
Okay.
Let's see if he can do it. Oh, that is a dirty 20.
Nice.
That does hit.
Hell yeah, it does. Let's see. Bum-ba-da-dum. Oh, that is 4 piercing damage.
Okay. Well, it's something. So as you, so my question, as you like get towards it, and as you, do you brush against it at all?
No, he's like trying to keep it. It's like a 5 foot like reach on it. So he's like trying to be very careful with what he's doing there. Does not want to toy with this thing like that.
Okay. So. Okay, interesting. All right, so it does. So you get another little stick into it. You're just basically, it's like an acupuncture needle. It's going like, and this thing is, it's still pretty strong, but like it's starting to look a little bit like a little bit weathered. Like the wood is not holding up as well as the wood had, and slowly a couple of the fireflies their lights seem to be blinking out. Excuse me. Like almost as if the stars were going out. But the light goes out, and every time it does, the firefly just sort of gracefully falls to the ground. Castien, you're up. Vrithelion,
Okay.
you're on deck.
I have some weird things I want to do because my character is weird as shit.
So go.
How does... Hold on. Let me read this one spell because I just remembered it. Okay. So, I want to go up to the big one with the big mouth, and I would like to pet it and try to persuade it that we don't want to hurt it.
Okay.
If that fails, I want to do something else, so I don't know if that would count as an action or not.
My question is, have you been bug sprayed?
Yes.
Everyone's
Okay.
been, sprayed.
So you go up and you pat this thing on the head. And immediately it starts to smoke. There's where you've patted it, there's a burn mark in the shape of your hand that slowly spreads among this thing, and it starts to make these otherworldly, horrifying sounds.
Oh no! And I go to hug it.
And where your body is hugging it, it smolders and burns and disintegrates and is clearly in pain, and it's suffering, and it is not a happy
Guys, God,
horror.
I hope it needs more hugs. It's hurting.
I feel like Castien just hugs it tighter when it hears it screaming.
Firefly.
And the fireflies are just dropping inside its mouth, just like dropping to the ground, dead, as Castien continues to hug it and hug it literally to death.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
So how, I guess I was going to ask, how would you like to do this? But I suppose you already answered that question. You already did it.
Yeah, just hugging it as it smokes, and I'm like, no, as it continues to just disintegrate.
You saw me with the bug spray about to coat my sword with it. I'm like,
I guess now
So-
I just hold its ashes.
You hold its ashes, and there's one last little firefly, and it looks at you, Castien, and it says, "Bye."
No!
And it dies.
Kerzzan pulls out his lute. Ding 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 ding.
I had so many friends and I killed them. I've lost so many friends today.
This friend's not dead.
That's fair.
That's one.
Let me hug
You did- You did good.
Damian.
You did good.
Damian puts out his hand to Castien to like help her up, as I assume she's now on the ground, like in the ashes.
I am not touching Damian.
I'm not a bug. It's okay, pal. Just grab my hand. I promise.
All right.
If I turn to ash, it's not your fault. Okay.
I go to grab Damian's hand and accidentally cast Inflict Wounds.
Uh-oh.
How does that spell work?
It's
The opposite of-
touch-based. Make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit, target takes 3d10 neurotic damage.
Necrotic damage, yeah. So you have to.
Ooh.
So
No, I
but
like
you're gonna have to roll to
neurotic
hit.
Neurotic damage.
Neurotic damage,
I
yeah.
like that
Yeah.
That's what Dora gets. She's extremely neurotic.
we're bringing back psionics.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Anxiety
so-
damage.
Anxiety damage. That's what we all take on a daily basis. You're gonna need to roll to hit, Damian.
16.
That will hit him.
Oops.
Alright, so... I'm so sorry.
Mm.
You take 12 damage.
It's not as bad
Can-
as it could be.
Yeah, that's not as bad as I thought
I
it
was
was going to be. Thank
say,
God.
describe how you killed
Yeah.
Damian.
Yeah. Because he falls to the floor. Because obviously Damian's not expecting this, but he doesn't want to like startle her with like this. Can he like try to grimace to like not show that he is obviously in pain?
Sure, please roll me persuasion.
Okay. It would be nice to have that +6.
Yeah, except for you actually have -1 to persuasion right now, so.
Ooh,
go.
24.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right, I
Cards,
think
man.
that you probably have managed to calm down Castien. You probably managed to convince her that
As
it doesn't actually hurt that much.
But it still hurts.
you see like a tear. Yeah, you see like a tear in his like right eye. Like, he's like, just get up. Everything's gonna be okay.
As his hands necrotize.
Yeah, bleeding and
Oh my
Oh man.
Because he's hidden the fact that it hurt him, I'm actually going to walk over to Kerzzan to be like, to check on how Kerzzan's doing.
That's totally fair.
When Vrithelion walks over, I very casually, like, with all due respect, does she do this a lot?
Oh, this? Yes, but this is normal. If she wasn't doing this, I'd be worried.
Okay. Well, I'm half dead anyway, so, cool.
You
Just wondering.
wait. You are, and I come down, and my bones crack, and I come back. And Me too. We have that in common. That's so exciting.
Yeah. I thought I sensed a similar smell. Well done. Yeah. Good. You clocked me.
Smells like Damian's hand.
As he looks at it like,
Make that a t-shirt.
Awkward.
Can I administer any healing to
Damian's
you?
hand smell. Well, thank you. If anything, I could really use a tailor. This was my one good outfit.
Unfortunately, I do not know how to do that. But if you need to feel a bit better, tell me. I can help.
Much appreciated, but Bulwark did me the courtesy already, and
Yeah.
I think it may be best if we reserve what we have left just in case any more surprises happen. As I'm seeing, must be your guys' thing, huh?
I look over. Can I make a perception check as I look at Damian?
Please do.
Looking around. Is anyone else injured? No, maybe. All right, let's see. 6. He looks great. Looks hearty and hale.
Damian is definitely walking towards Bulwark, like after he's helped Castien up, like just like showing Bulwark his hand, like he's like,
Shoot, she gets you.
he's like, help me, please.
Can I cast my other second level spell, a second level cure wounds on him
Thank God we have
for
to
5
again.
damage.
Oh my God.
So
Way less.
as you all are having your fun little party, you start to hear in like further into the forest a faint buzzing that slowly and gradually gets a little bit louder. Because right now where you are, it's actually quite dark. But where the buzzings come from, where the buzzing is coming from, it actually gets slightly lighter, in the same shade of light as those fireflies were, and it's just sort of this gradual, almost like sunrise of buzzing light, and you suspect that maybe these things were not the only ones of these in the forest.
Oh, we should probably head out. Yes.
Yep, that's curtain call. Let's leg it, shall we?
Agreed.
Sweet.
Castien, a word.
That was 2, but you can go on.
I'd like to make a trade with you.
As I hold the ashes of my friend in my hand. What you got?
And I pull out the rock. I'd like to have your rock, please. I don't feel I should have this rock.
Okay. I'll trade my rock with yours.
Now you have the ability to tell people not to listen to you, and I can tell people to listen to you.
Castien may have
That's
lost
really
2
sweet.
friends, but she's made 2 better connections today. 3 if you count. If you count Damian.
Aw. That's really cute. That's really, really sweet. And I love how, like, Vrithelion's, like, so, like, he's, like, very, very solemn, and Castien's like, okay! All right, so what are you going to do? Are you going to, like, hang around in this dark forest? Or are you heading back to have a drink? Or both, or neither, or...
We should head back and speak, Kerzzan, more about the tower and what we feel we should do.
Agreed. And as everyone's kind of like gathering their things to move on, he quickly goes he looks over to Damian and says, "Hey, good work out there. I admire your craft." And then his mage hand goes to give him a high five on the burnt hand by accident.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Damian's like looking at it like this too, so it's like out just like this as well. And it yeah, thanks, buddy. You too, man.
Apologies, yeah. Sorry, I get carried away with my mage hand sometimes.
It's all good. Hey, keep this between you and me and Bulwark, by the way. I didn't tell Castien, but yeah, she fucked my hand up really good when I was helping her up there, but I don't want to, like, you know, she's got a lot going on. I don't want to bother her with this. So, yeah.
Totally fair. I don't want any more hugs either. Let's move.
All right, so you're all heading back to the pub.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you walk in, and the twins are gone. The other person who was ignoring you all is also gone, and you seem to be the only guests at the moment. And there's Dora, and she says, "I got all your beds ready. Are you ready for sleeping? You don't look so good." And then she looks at Damian and she says, "You particularly don't look so good. Are you okay?"
Thanks, Dora. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay-ish. We can talk about it here in a minute once everybody's getting to bed. You know, if you've got something for it, that'd be cool.
I mean, and she sort of gestures at the menu and she's, "I got some beer. You want some beer?"
Yeah, beer. Thanks.
How
That'll
about
help.
a double beer on the house?
Thanks, Dora. I appreciate that.
And then she gives you a double beer, and then she looks at Vrithelion and she says, "Was it useful?"
It was highly useful, my lady. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm so glad. You know, that was the first time anybody's ever tried it. I've been formulating it, and I didn't want to give it to anybody because, you know, I didn't want to risk they're not working, but I figured you guys were already on your way out, and I might as well take the risk. And so you know, I'm so glad. So thank you for helping me, because now I know it works.
I hand her back the 3/4 full bottle, and I'm like, I can guarantee that what's in this bottle works. And I hand it back.
And she sort of looks at you and she says, "You know what? I appreciate that." And so she takes out another decanter. She pours half of what's left into it. She puts like a little spray top on it, and she hands it to you, and she says, "It's a gift. I'll bet you it'll come in handy."
Bow my head to her, and I put it in satchel.
Then she takes the rest of what she had and she puts it under the counter, and she says, "All right, so I'll analyze this, and then all right. So I made up all your beds because I thought you might be tired. So it's all. I'm sorry. It's all just one room. It's not fancy, but you'll get a sleep. I can't guarantee what kind." And so she leads you through a door to, like, the one room where all the beds are, and as promised, she's got like pallets lined up one after the other, for all of you. And she says, I know it's not late, but you look like you could use probably a rest. Can I bring you some soup?"
Soup would be lovely.
Soup to go.
Soup du jour. What's that? It's the soup of the day. That sounds good. I'll have that.
All right, well, chicken soup, got it. All right, so she goes out, and you can sort of hear some clanging. She's busily preparing some soup, and now you're in your all mutual bedroom, and there's nobody else in the bedroom. It's just you guys.
Yes.
Castien, what are you doing with your hands?
Seeing what they can do.
Ooh.
Are you trying to do something with them?
I hugged my friend to death, so it's either my hands or my arms. Damian, let me rub my arm on you.
You know what? I think I don't want to do that tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Bulwark's gonna put his hand out.
Now. You may continue with what you're doing.
Bulwark will put his arm out for you. Say, go ahead. You can try it. It's okay.
Hold on. Let me get a D20 ready. So, Castien goes to rub her forearm on you, and it does the same thing it casts inflict wounds for. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't do anything,
Interesting.
right?
No, it just it kind of there's like a greenish glow and like a little spark, and but nothing happens.
Huh.
Oh.
You doing magic over there?
Yeah, he's gonna turn his head and say, I think you can do magic.
No, I
think you
can't
know a
do
little
magic, but I think my arms might be poisoned.
Oh.
Maybe it's the spores?
Maybe.
Castien, it may be the bug spray that I placed upon you.
It's the bug spray. Where do I shower at?
Do you want to go ask Dora for a shower?
I will. You guys can do your actual D&D stuff. Castien's gonna go find a way to shower off the bug poison.
So, Kerzzan, your intent is to return to the tower. We have just left the tower. The tower for us, unfortunately, holds no answers. I understand that why you want to go back to the tower. Let me explain what we saw in the tower, and perhaps that will help you to make an informed decision. In the tower for us was a wide plain, grass, clouds, and it is in here, and impossibly larger than what the tower could conceivably hold. Inside is where we found No Name and a bunch of other little creatures, of which one we removed from the tower, much to our chagrin. It attacked us. I do not remember seeing anyone of the description that you have given of your missing companion. When we left, it was when we were inflicted with this malady. Due to the sonnet that the astrologer in town gave to us, and we have the book, we've been led to believe that the cure to this lies to the east, and that is where we are traveling to now.
Kerzzan takes in the information, so I see. There was no one else. No body, no bones.
I remember back, I don't remember seeing anything. It felt very plain on the plains. I mean, there was. I don't remember seeing any bones or any corpses or anything like that.
So as you all are talking, Bulwark, you're starting to feel a little bit off, as if you're starting to fade, as if like your consciousness is just like everything looks fuzzy, everything sort of feels a little bit off, as if everything is suddenly happening quite far away. And it's as if a like a gray veil has gone over your vision.
Hey, I don't. I'm not feeling super fantastic over here.
What's wrong?
It's like, I've never passed out. I can't really like drink alcohol. Like I don't get like that thing that you squishy people do, where you drink too much and then like you just like you're out. That doesn't happen for me. Like even when I sleep, usually it's just like it's more like it's like a stasis mode where like I'm still vaguely aware of what's happening around me. But right now everything, it's like I'm looking through like kind of like a pinhole a little bit.
All right, maybe you should sit down or lay down.
If I die, don't let a hawk take me.
If there's a hawk big enough and strong enough to take you, I think we're all in some pretty big trouble.
Also, don't bury me. Unrelated.
You're okay, buddy. You just lay down for a minute. You're gonna be okay. We'll make sure you're good. You want some wood to maybe eat as well? Like,
I'm gonna hand you a saw, and I'm gonna ask you for can I have a cup of sawdust?
yeah, I can get you a cup of sawdust, buddy. And
Thank you.
Damian's gonna go outside and look for a tree.
There are many. It's right by a forest.
He's gonna quickly run, like, you know, like you can run up the stairs from the basement, like he's running like that to like get to the tree real quick. Like he's gonna run back in with some sawdust.
Okay.
As he passes Castien, I guess, who's downstairs as well. Oh my god, what the fuck?
It's all one level, guys. It's all one level.
Oh
This is
yeah.
just like a
I
room
keep
off
forgetting
it.
it's
Yeah.
all
It's
one level. Yeah.
It's okay.
As he passed Castien, who's talking to Dora.
He's
I
talking to
assume.
Dora, like probably talking her off. So all right, so you get back to the bedroom, and as you pass this cup of sawdust to Bulwark kind of tips over and falls to the ground with a crash.
Oh.
And with that, Dora runs in because of the commotion, and she says,
Castien will be behind.
"Yeah." She looks at you, Castien, and she says, "I'm sorry. This just has to take precedence for just a minute. I promise I'll get you to
I'd
the."
follow with if I heard the sound.
Oh yeah, no. She's just she's looking at you, like she's like, as in like you're following her, but she's telling you like,
okay.
Sorry, like just give it a minute. I'll get to you in a second. And then she goes to and she looks at Bulwark, who's lying on the floor, and she says, "Oh no. All right, okay."
Oh my
And
god!
she-
I killed another one. Castien
No.
collapses to the floor.
No, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead.
Must have
He's
been a
not
delayed
dead.
reaction when you touched him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So she says, "He's not dead. Don't worry. Just I've seen this before. You give me a minute." And then so she looks, and she like pulls up his his furnace door face, and she looks inside, and she kind of taps and like knocks on him, and she looks at all of you, and she says, "All right. Don't worry, he's gonna be fine, but he needs to stay here for a little bit. He's just, sometimes mechanical things, they need debugging a little bit."
Oh no, it's the bug part! I kill all the bugs with my hands!
Castien,
Yeah.
did you take the bath yet?
I don't know, did I have time to take the bath yet?
I know, you
Mate.
wouldn't have.
No,
I
I'm
look-
engaging! Everybody stay away!
I look at Castien.
No.
The bath will probably save us all.
No, it's not the bug spray. I don't think it's the bug spray. Could it be the bug spray? I don't think it's the bug spray. No, I don't think it's that only works on bugs. He's not a bug.
Should we give Bulwark a bath?
No, because then he'll rust, and you don't want that. And then just You know what? Leave it with me. Give me a few days with him, and I'll get him good as new. I promise. He just needs some debugging. He needs maybe some, like, his fires just got a little bit of a disturbance. Just, I promise. I promise he'll be fine. Just give him to me for a couple days, okay?
I would not know how to administer to him, so.
I don't either. All right. Well, Dora. Sure. Let us all maybe we should all take a shower to wash off the bug spray and then head off to bed.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's good hygiene, right? We all gotta do it.
I'm a murderer. Castien walks off towards the shower.
You're not a murderer. That tree was not a good guy.
Doesn't mean I didn't murder!
And she just sighs.
Everyone just gently nods like she has a point.
She has a point.
And so if you're all going for baths, Dora's gonna tap Damian on the shoulder before he goes, and she's gonna say, someone was looking for you.
Oh, what? Today? When we were gone?
Yeah, somebody said they needed to talk to you. They said it was okay. They said it was something you would understand, and I wouldn't. And I guarantee that's probably true because, I only get like a little tiny piece of the story if everybody comes through here. It's not really a thing that I always like to get involved in, but, I thought I'd let you know somebody wants to see you.
Okay, yeah. Where are they?
And she sort of gestures, out into the room.
And Damian's gonna walk out into the room and see who this person is. Yeah.
All right. So Damian, you see the same person who had been ignoring you at the table earlier. At least you think they might be the same person. You didn't really get a great read on them earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a person who you recognize. Somebody who now you see who they are. You know them very well. You know that this is Jailer, and this is somebody who has connections with other people who are important to you. And you're probably going to want to have a chat with him. He's not here to hurt you. He's here to talk to you.
Did you say his name was Jailar?
Jailer. Jaelor.
Jailar. Oh, J.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know him reasonably well.
Okay. Damian's gonna go up and speak to him. So, you wanted to see me?
I did. We need you for a couple weeks.
Yeah. I thought you guys would find me eventually. Okay. Is
It's
it...
too hard to find?
Well, I mean...
Happened.
Yeah. Well... It's, I have to leave crumbs behind somewhere for you guys to find me, right?
Wow. And he's gonna, he sort of looks at you, and he looks at like your hair specifically, and he says, "Are you okay? Is there something that I should know? Did something, what's going on? You don't look yourself. What's happening to you?"
And Damian kind of laughs. Yeah, it's a long story. I'll tell you more about it on the trip, but basically, my friends and I are kind of cursed now. And he begins to tell him the story a little bit more.
Okay. So Jailer's gonna sort of put his hand on your arm, Damian, and say, "Not too loud. Not where everybody can hear. Come with me. I'll take you to where we need to go. You won't be long. You'll rejoin them soon." Did you say friends?
Yeah, it's a long story, Jailer. I wouldn't want to put anybody into danger, though.
Well, I mean, you know why we don't get too attached, right?
Yeah, but this is it's kind of needed for, the cause.
And Jailer sort of, all right, I'd actually like you to please roll persuasion.
Okay. Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay. All right, Jailer believes you. Jailer believes that you are that any attachment you have is legitimate in his eyes. And so he sort of sighs and says, "Okay. You've always done things the way that you do things. And you've always mostly been successful, so far be it for me to tell you what to do. All I'm going to say is that we'd better succeed. And if we don't, it's your neck on the line, not mine."
Yeah, I know everything, all right? You don't have to remind me. And Damian's going to take out a piece of parchment paper and write on there to his friends, "I got to go see a man about a boat." And he takes out, puts it on the wall, takes out one of his daggers and stabs it into the wall and leaves with Jailer.
And after he does that, you just hear yelling after you, Dora saying, "Hey, my wall! What'd you do that for?" And that is where we end tonight's game.
Guys, make sure to tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. My dogs know my sign off, so here we go. We're live on this channel from 7 to 10. If you haven't subscribed already, it's absolutely free. And you can hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you